Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about a scene on TV, and can you spare a dime? First, I'm going to talk about a scene on TV. Enjoy. Mr. Krabs walks to the Krusty Krab with his pet worm Mr. Doodles one morning to see the completion of the first ever Krusty Krab TV commercial, which is being directed by Squidward. However, upon seeing the expensive production values, he fires all of the cast and crew except the clown and decides to direct it himself, using himself, Squidward, Pearl, and SpongeBob as the cast. SpongeBob is extremely excited to see himself on TV and watches the commercial when it airs in the extremely cheap time slot of 3:28 a.m. Despite the horrible production values and quality of the commercial, and SpongeBob's very brief background role in it, he proclaims it to be the best 60 seconds of his life. The next morning, while SpongeBob is walking to work, Old Man Walker sees him and tells him that he saw him on TV the previous night, albeit not in the same commercial. SpongeBob does not know this, making him think that he is famous. At work, he treats people as if they were his fans and fails to perform his job properly. Eventually, he quits his job to become an entertainer, but he tells Mr. Krabs vaguely, and is confronted by the crowd of hungry customers, who he thinks want him to entertain them. He begins to juggle patties and accidentally slips on grease, sending the patties flying as the customers boo him. Just as he thinks that his career is over, the patties drop on the grill, which pleases the customers. SpongeBob notices this and continues to make Krabby Patties like normal, still believing he is entertaining his customers and is very famous. Mr. Krabs gives SpongeBob his hat back, even though he still thinks he is a celebrity while the episode ends. Next, I'm going to talk about Can You Spare a Dime? Enjoy. It is closing time at the Krusty Krab, but Mr. Krabs refuses to let anyone go home until he finishes counting up the day's profits. To his horror, he discovers that the first dime he earned has gone missing, and Squidward is accused of stealing it, as he mounts the register all day. Enraged by this, Squidward angrily denies that and squeezes Mr. Krabs' eyes. Mr. Krabs, frightened, tells Squidward he can't do that, because he is his boss. In response, Squidward quits his job and storms off. SpongeBob runs outside and attempts to convince Squidward to change his mind. But after hearing Squidward's great ambitions, SpongeBob leaves him be and insists that if Squidward needs anything, he can seek help from him. After some time, SpongeBob encounters Squidward again. Unable to find a new job, Squidward has become homeless and is now living on the streets in a cardboard box begging passers-by for spare change. After his cardboard box repossession, Squidward laments his failure and sobs. Feeling bad for Squidward, SpongeBob lets him stay at his house until he can find a new job, pampering him with breakfast in bed and massages. One night, while SpongeBob attempts to get some sleep, Squidward repeatedly calls him for various minute reasons, which end with SpongeBob falling down the stairs. Gary tries to tell SpongeBob that Squidward is being a freeloader and taking advantage of him, but SpongeBob is in denial, giving several excuses as to why Squidward has not yet gotten a job. However, many months pass by and it becomes obvious that Squidward has no intention of finding new employment or looking to better himself, instead becoming completely dependent on SpongeBob and turning him into a manservant of sorts. At this point, SpongeBob begins to lose his patience, so he tries conveying several less than subtle hints to Squidward in order to push him to look for work, such as serving Squidward a bowl of alphabet soup with the letters arranged to read, "Get a job," and trying to get him to read job listings from a newspaper which he blatantly lies to be allergic to it. These hints prove to be useless, as Squidward deliberately ignores them, so SpongeBob tries to make it as simple as he can by actually talking him down and not even using hints, but still to no avail. Eventually, a fed-up SpongeBob pushes the bed that Squidward is lying on through the upstairs wall and all the way to the Krusty Krab. While Mr. Krabs talks on the phone with Charity for the children, a furious SpongeBob throws the phone, gives him a dime, and angrily demands that he give Squidward his job back. Mr. Krabs says that the dime is not his first dime, refuses, and rudely throws it on his face, even turning down the many other dimes that SpongeBob offers by throwing at his face. Finally, at the end of his threat, SpongeBob snaps in extreme rage and fury, grabs Mr. Krabs by the neck, and calling him crustaceous cheapskate, and lashes out at him for his cheapness and the ridiculousness of the situation because of a dime and violently shaking him while doing so. Suddenly, the first dime falls out of his pants, a large coin-shaped rock, prehistoric alike. Mr. Krabs explains that he has been in the business for a long time, revealing that it was in his pocket the whole time. Squidward is rehired to his original position, and all seems well until Mr. Krabs accuses the former of placing the dime in his pocket. This starts a new dispute, and while the two continue to argue, SpongeBob changes into his maid outfit as he anticipates the outcome. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.